Now students, now we will start with the types of chemical reactions. Look here. First one is combination reaction, second one is decomposition reaction, third is displacement reaction, and fourth is double displacement reaction. What do you mean by combination reaction? As the word suggests, combination reaction is a reaction in which two substances or two elements combine to form a single element or single compound or substance. Okay. Example: calcium oxide vigorously reacts with water to produce a slate line, releasing a large amount of heat. CaO plus H2O. CaO is quicklime and calcium hydroxide is the result. That is what is slate line. Now students, do you know what is slate line? Slate line is the substance which you use for whitewashing. And after 2-3 days, what happens is the slate line slowly reacts with carbon dioxide to form calcium carbonate. And this gives the white shine to the walls. And interestingly, marble is also CaCO3. Okay? So, you can have a look at over here. Now, burning of coal, formation of water are all combination reactions. Carbon plus O2 gives CO2. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. And remember, when you burn anything in air, like when we burn coal in air, then what is the product? You get a gas which is called carbon dioxide, and also heat is evolved. So a reaction in which heat is evolved is known as exothermic reaction, in which heat is evolved. So combination reaction is a reaction in which two or more elements combine to form a product. Okay? Now let us come to the second equation, which is the second reaction, that is the decomposition reaction. Now, let us see. I will tell you in a short that what is decomposition reaction. Let us see. We will change it. Now, as the word suggests, decompose. Decompose means to break. Whenever a reaction in which a single reactant breaks into simpler substances, a reaction in which a single reactant breaks into simpler substances is called a decomposition reaction. Okay. Talking about an example, let us see here. Now students, this is ferrous sulfate, okay, and when you heat it, it breaks into ferric oxide, okay. Sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. These two gases are produced. Now, taking another example, CaCO3. When this is heated, it will break into CaO plus CO2. What is this? This is limestone. And this one is quicklime. You can see here, students, that in both the reactions, heat is the common factor. That means the reaction is taking place, the decomposition is taking place with the help of heat. So, such reactions or such decomposition reactions are called thermal decomposition. Okay. Decomposition involving heat are called decomposition reaction. It's called thermal decomposition reaction. It's called thermal reaction. Okay. Now, remember one thing. Here, heat was the factor which was causing decomposition. Now, sometimes decomposition can also be done by using electricity, as in the case of water. When electricity is used for decomposition, then it is called electrolysis. It's called electrolysis. Okay. Example. decomposition conducted by sunlight. This one is AgCl. AgCl is what? Silver chloride. When it is kept in sunlight, then it will decompose into silver and chlorine. Okay? AgCl here turns gray in sunlight due to its decomposition into silver and chlorine. Okay? So all of you are clear with combination and decomposition reaction. Now we shall move to displacement reaction. Come to the third question. A reaction in which a more reactive element replaces a less reactive element is known as displacement reaction. Take this example. Look here, students. When iron is added to the solution of copper sulfate, okay, then you will find a reaction in which FeSO4 is formed and copper is given away, okay, left alone. What does this show? Look at here. Iron has replaced copper from sulfate, okay. This shows that iron is more reactive than copper, okay. Let us take another example. Another example, we can take care of zinc. Same thing. This shows that Fe and zinc are more reactive than copper. Okay? Clear all of you? Now let us move on to the fourth reaction, which is called the double displacement reaction. Quickly remember it. Students, have a look at here. This is sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. This reacted with barium chloride to give barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Here, barium sulfate, BaSO4, settles at the bottom as a white precipitate. Precipitate, you know. For example, this is beaker, and when the reaction takes place, then you will find here some white powder. Okay, white powdery substance. Okay, this is called precipitate. Precipitate. Okay, this is called precipitate. So barium sulfate does not dissolve in water; it settles down. Okay, does not dissolve in sodium sulfate; it will settle down. And this is also known as precipitation reaction because a precipitate is formed. Okay. So here in the equation you can see what is happening. Look at here. Sulfate left sodium and went with barium. Okay, reacted with barium, combined with barium. And here you can see chlorine left barium, and it also, or other way around if you talk, then you can see here chlorine has reacted with sodium. Okay, so sodium here went with chlorine and sulfate went with barium. So there are two reactants which have exchanged their ions. Hence, this is a double displacement reaction. Now, the last part which is left in your chapter is oxidation and reduction. Okay, that's a very simple part and very short part. We will complete it in a few minutes. So, just have a look over here. What is combination and what is reduction? Okay. Now, this is the last part. Combination and reduction. Just to remember it, simply remember the thing which I am telling you. Combination word means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Okay, whereas reduction means addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Okay, just simply keep this in mind. Now sometimes it happens that both the processes take place in a single equation. Okay, in a single reaction. Then such a type of reaction is called the redox reaction because reduction and oxidation are taking place together. See this example.